What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this is just a quick little comparison between the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro. Now most probably I think the iPhone 11 is, for the majority of people, I think it's the best phone. It's a perfect phone for them. I think it's the iPhone that's like pretty good at everything. It's not amazing, it doesn't excel at everything, but for the most part it has all the features for you to enjoy your iPhone experience. But the iPhone 11 Pro is, more expensive, $300 about. And is it worth upgrading to the iPhone 11 Pro? Now, my opinion, I'm just going to tell you guys right now, I don't think it is. I'm not even going to wait till the end of the video to tell you. I think the iPhone 11 Pro is great, but I don't think it's worth the money, like in my opinion. I think the base model 11 is, but you might be asking yourself, like, bro, how is the 11 Pro not worth it, but the 11 is? And even though the 11 Pro is built out of better material, it's, OLED screen, it's faster, this and that, it's just not worth it because of the price. You're paying $1,000 for the iPhone 11 Pro, but you're paying $699 or $700 for the iPhone 11, which is a much better deal in my opinion. In terms of the way they're going to feel, the iPhone 11 Pro will feel more premium, and that's a fact. Obviously, nobody owns it yet right now, but once I do get my hands on it, I'm going to do full comparisons, all that stuff, which is happening actually. I'm pre-ordering them tomorrow actually, and I'll be getting them next week, and we'll be, talking about them and all that comparisons. But based off what I've been seeing, the 11 Pro is pretty much the same exact materials as the 10s, just built out, better materials. The iPhone 11 follows the same design suite as the iPhone 10R, and because of that, the 10R pretty much felt like an iPhone 6s Plus with a glass back and a glass front, obviously with a notch. So without a doubt, the 11 Pro will be the better feeling device. On the front, same exact screen dimensions and screen types as the previous models before them. 5.8-inch screen on the iPhone 11 Pro, 6.1-inch screen on the iPhone 10R. And I'll tell you without a doubt, the iPhone 11 Pro will have the better screen. But as far as I've seen, dude, I don't think a lot of people have been complaining about the iPhone 10R's display, meaning a lot of people will not be complaining about the iPhone 11 screen either. So you can say what you will, I've kind of complained a lot about the iPhone 10R screen, but I think what you're using it in day-to-day, I don't think it's really that big of a deal, and you kind of get over it, honestly. And interestingly enough, the base models of all the phones are actually 64 gigs, so I don't know why they did that. They could have easily put a way bigger storage variant on the iPhone 11 Pro, starting with 128, but I guess they didn't want to do that. So they both start at 64 gigs. In terms of speed and performance though, they will practically be almost the same. The 11 Pro might have the advantage, but as far as I'm reading from the specs themselves, the iPhone 11 Pro actually has the same amount of RAM as the iPhone 11, so 4 gigs of RAM each, which is kind of weird. They should have at least put a little bit more, I think, but there are rumors saying that there were 6, so we're gonna have to wait and see if that's actually the case. But from what I'm seeing right now, that seems to be what's happening. But honestly, both phones will be extremely fast, so I don't think you'll be complaining about that anytime soon. Now, the biggest difference that they want you to think is the biggest difference is the camera. Now, obviously the cameras on the previous versions of these phones were super good as well, so I don't know why they had to spend 30 minutes talking about it, but the iPhone 11 has a dual camera setup now, which is one additional camera from the previous model, so you have two 12 megapixel sensors. The iPhone 11 Pro has 3 camera setups, so it has 3 12 megapixel sensors. You have the wide, telephoto, and ultra wide sensor, which I like a lot. I think that's super awesome. However, I felt like there were more things that Apple could have talked about for the iPhone 11 Pro and even the iPhone 11 that didn't have to revolve around the camera. So I don't know really what happened there, but at least we see an improvement there. So between them, yes, the iPhone 11 Pro will have the better camera, but the iPhone 11's camera is still very good. In terms of software updates, they will be practically exactly the same. They will get the exact same updates as far as we can tell. I don't think they're going to go and extend the iPhone 11's software updates for any reason, and I see the same exact thing with the iPhone 11 Pro as well. Interestingly enough though, even though the iPhone 11 Pro is the smaller device, it technically has a little bit of a bigger battery according to the specs that we have right now than the iPhone 11. So what that means is that the 11 Pro, Apple found a way to put a bigger battery in it. But here's the thing, even if they had the exact same battery size, I think the iPhone 11 would probably end up beating it because A, the screen is low resolution, and B, it's a totally different screen type. OLEDs usually tend to take a little bit less battery if those pixels aren't always lit up. Because of that screen resolution and because it's supposed to be a little bit underpowered compared to the Pro models, the iPhone 11 will probably end up having the better battery life, which is kind of weird because, it's a bigger screen, bigger battery, whatever. But I'm still super happy that Apple was able to fit that size battery in this specific model. So either or, I'm happy about it. And, that's pretty much the main things. I mean, yes, there's a lot of smaller things as well, like their deep learning, whatever, but what I can tell you is, in my opinion, the iPhone 11 Pro is a tremendous phone. It's, one of the best phones you can get, obviously, but it's just not worth the money, in my opinion. You're much better off getting an iPhone 11 if you have to go brand new, but if you don't even want to go brand new, pick up an iPhone 10s, honestly. that's still a tremendous phone. It still has tons of life left in it, and that phone is not going anywhere either. So that's just a quick little comparison. Next week I'm getting those iPhones, so we're going to be doing full comparisons between each one. So keep a look down on the channel so you guys don't miss that. But that is pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.